Prepare for a fusion of knowledge and exhilaration where education and excitement collide.
Taking you on an adventure that expands your mind and speaks to your spirit.
I'm Master Nick.
I'm Lady Dee.
We are the Dom Life.
This podcast contains sexually explicit topics and adult content.
It is intended for listeners 18 and older.
The opinions expressed in this podcast are ours alone, based on our personal thoughts, feelings, and experiences.
We understand that others may have different opinions and experiences, and we respect that. We would love to hear from you. You can reach out to us at www.thedomlife.com. Well, hello there, Lady D. How are you doing today?
I'm a little bit tired.
It is. We had a little bit of a late night last night, and obviously for you watching us on YouTube, you can see we're kind of
Casual today.
casual, very relaxed wardrobes. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess
I'm wearing the Dom
you
Life.
are wearing the
so,
Dom Life.
I mean,
Yep.
not totally casual, but I feel it. And it is Mother's Day.
It is. So happy
Happy
Mother's Day to you
Yes.
and all of the people that are listening.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to you as well.
Hope you're having a wonderful, relaxing, no laundry day. I'm not, but we're hoping you are.
Yeah, we are. So we're preparing this episode for you, and we want to give just a little bit of a heads up notice that we are getting prepped and ready for another Friday and Saturday demo.
With the Swinger Society.
Yep. Swinger Society is doing another club takeover at Club Tempted.
And they called us up way back when and said, do you want to do the next one?
Yep.
And we agreed to do it. And we
We
said,
did.
this is going to be our last one for a while.
Yeah. We are ready to take a little bit of a break. We're ready to just go to the club and enjoy the club, not have to worry about working or talking. I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of talking anyway. We're still going to be doing a lot of educating and demos, but it'll be more one-on-one.
And then we'll do
demos
some
for
of the
us.
fetish nights.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But these take a lot of effort planning, costumes,
Yes.
supplies,
Communication between people that are helping you.
Right.
Yeah.
And this one, since it is going to be our last hurrah for a while, we went big.
We want to go big or go home, go out with a bang. And
Yes.
that's what we're looking to do for Saturday night's demo. So just a little quick, short not recap, but introduction to our demos. So Friday night, we are bringing back the electric wand.
It is such a fan favorite.
Especially with the Swinger Society Club when they come in.
Because they're not typically BDSM
Right.
heavy.
Right.
We're BDSM heavy at the club, but
Yes.
they tend to be, it's a swinger society. And so their focus is lifestyle
Right.
versus the BDSM. And so that it's not that they have access to those.
Right. So it is always a crowd favorite, regardless of where we were at. And the last time we did do the electric wand for Swinger Society, it was a huge hit. Our little area in the third floor lounge stayed packed all night long with people wanting to feel it, experience it, learn more about it. Where do you buy it from? So Friday, we are bringing back the electric wand for a demo for them. We'll be up in third floor lounge again, and we'll be there all night.
I wasn't there that time.
No, you was out
We
sick.
were there. I was there one time when we had the electric wand in the dungeon.
Yes.
But I was out sick
You was
during
out
it.
sick
And
during that
we
one.
had Christina
Yes.
and Zora.
Yes.
And then Ashley was sitting and watching with popcorn.
Yes, she was. We had our own little group of people. Yes, you was out sick that weekend.
I was.
And Zora, I mean, the minute she found out you was sick, we had demos for that Friday and Saturday as well. And the minute she found out you was sick, immediately was, what can I do? What do I need to bring?
Right. Like I'm coming. So what do you
Absolutely.
need?
Yep.
And that kind of brought us to our events, brought us to our topic today. So
Yes.
our event on Saturday is
Our
what?
Saturday is going to be huge.
What is
All
it
right.
called?
It is the kinkiest show on earth, a 3-ring demo.
3-ring demo.
Their theme for the night is Carnal Carnival.
Yes.
And we decided to do this 3-ring demo. And we are going to have 3 performances happening at the same time. We're going to stagger the starts on them. Kind of very similar to how we did our first big demo for Club Tempted. But in this demo, we are bringing on Snapped Ginger.
Yay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Who is going to be doing a solo suspension rope demonstration.
Self-tying.
She will be by herself. She will probably be blindfolded during some of it.
We've seen that.
Yes.
Woo.
She will be doing some amazing acrobatic tricks with rope while suspended. And it is going to be a hot ass show. About 15 minutes after Snap Ginger gets in, we're bringing out Sir Dante and Zora from Ex Libris, who are going to be putting on a wax demonstration there at the club.
We just had some practice time with wax just a couple weeks ago.
And it turned out great. I know Sir Dante has already been practicing brushing up his skills on his wax. He's becoming an expert in it.
Yes.
And he has sent us a couple pictures of stuff that he's working on, and it looks hot as hell. I do got to add a disclaimer. Club Tempted
does not allow
wax play in their club. You have to get pre-approval from Club Tempted and be doing a demo. Otherwise, wax play is off limits. So we did have to go through some communication with Club Tempted, make sure they understood what our guidelines of how we was going to make sure wax didn't get everywhere, make sure the place would be clean when we are done.
Wax is notoriously difficult to remove from anything.
Yes, it can be.
And when we had our event here at the house, we had plastic laid out everywhere.
Yes.
And it's still because you're walking off of the plastic. So it still is
gets on there.
Right.
So if you are a member of Club Tempted, if you are coming for this weekend, yes, there will be wax play. Just keep in mind, Club Tempted does not allow wax play in their club unless you have been pre-approved for a demonstration. It has to be brought up to the managers. They have to give you permission.
Yeah, don't bring any wax into the club.
And then, so Sir Dante and Zora will be doing their wax play, and then the last 15 minutes of the demo, we're bringing back Impact. We will have flogging. We will have paddling.
Yay!
We will have spanking. We will have Impact play for the last 15 minutes.
But all of it's going to go on concurrently. So watch what you will. It's going to be
great.
It's going to be eyes and it's going to be
the
a visual.
Sounds, the sight. We're going to have music, of course, obviously.
What time do we start?
We
on
will
Saturday?
start at 8:00 p.m. on Saturday on the main dance floor for our demo. After our demo, we will be around the club. We will be up more than likely in the dungeon where we will have the electric wand again.
No wax.
We will have
floggers,
impacts, sensation. We will have all of that available for anybody that wants to experience it. We are more than happy to give it. But yes, you are correct. There will be no wax beyond the demonstration from 8:00 to 9:00.
But you can always talk to Sir Dante and Miss Zora.
Yes.
You could talk to them because they have put in a lot of time and money and effort into figuring out good wax and coming up with really unique ways to put it on.
Yes.
And if you haven't done wax, we've done an episode on it here. We've done a private couple of sessions.
Yep.
I just want you to know, if you have not done wax, it's highly recommended. 10 out of 10, maybe 12 out of 10.
Right. I know you definitely enjoy it. And I know several others that really enjoy it. But yes, Sir Dante and Zora have put, like you said, a lot of time, effort, money into this. They have come up with their own combination of different waxes to use, and it pours easily.
The colors.
It stays liquid easily. It solidifies perfectly. It's not too hot. It doesn't burn. And the cleanup coming off of the body is very minimal. I mean, it takes a little bit of scraping, but that's any wax that you use. The cleanup is very easy on a body, and it is a great mixture that they have. I'm so glad they shared that with us here recently, so that now we can start exploring more into the wax and having a lot more fun with it. But again, this weekend, Friday and Saturday at Club Tempted.
We'll be there both nights. Come find us.
That's right. But we really want to take this episode to talk about the community.
Yes.
And it's not just the community. We're going to talk about our community.
Specifically
our community, and the importance of having a community, because a lot of these demos would not have taken place or would not have went as well as they have if it wasn't for our community. And we talked about it a lot of episodes.
Yes,
all about finding your community, being a part of your community. Where do you find your community? How do you do that? So we're going to kind of break it down a little bit as far as our perspective, our opinion of what a community is to us and what it means to us.
It came up in a lot of interviews too, because our friends feel the same way. They talk about community.
Yep.
And it's one of those things that it's so important to find the right people in your world.
Absolutely.
And we have been lucky that we got into our community really early.
Oh, yeah.
Really early in our exploration out in the world of BDSM. And we have been blessed.
Oh, yeah.
We have been blessed.
Beyond measure.
So you mentioned the demos, right?
Yes.
And like the sensory sensation play where we had tables set up and we had people coming out onto the dance floor to experience.
We had the volunteers wanting to be blindfolded and experience it, yes.
And then we also had people that would stand behind them and do it. And that was both volunteers and
the community.
Our community, because our friends all came to support us, to participate. And if there was somebody sitting in a seat not getting
the attention they needed or wanted,
right, our friends and all the people, they stepped up, they stepped in, they just picked up implements.
And then, so going back to that demo in particular, I mean, so this was the Friday before, this was Friday, February 14th. It was Valentine's Day.
It was Valentine's Day.
But Tempted was having their Valentine's Day party on Saturday. So for Friday, for that event, I was looking at purchasing red vests with hearts and shit on it, because, we was setting this up for Valentine's Day, a sensual demo. And you looked at me and you said, "You can't wear that." And I was like, "The fuck? What the hell you mean I can't? It's Valentine's Day. She said, and you was like, "No, Zora has sent out to everybody that's coming. We need to wear green. We're going to support the Dom life for this demo. Everybody wears something that is green." So I was like, okay, I won't wear red that night then. But that's the community that we have built. And that is our friends and our ride or die people that we have, because they wanted to come there, not just to experience it, but they came there to support us, and they supported us by wearing our colors.
They helped bring everything in.
They helped get everything set up. They helped during the demo. When the demo was done, they all was there. They pitched in, helped clean up, helped get the dance floor cleaned off. And
this is every single time that we have stuff going on, we're supported.
Right.
And so within the community, our community, people come and go.
Yes, they do.
That's one of the things that happens. And so one of my best friends moved.
Yes.
So Holly and Craig moved away. and we still keep in touch all the time, but she was my person. She was, she was one of the people that I constantly, and the reason I just want y'all to know, she's like 6'1" of yummy. And I met her and I loved her from the beginning. I'm like, I want to climb you.
Right.
And she's just been an integral part of our world. She hasn't done an interview. We've not had her on the Dom Life, but she is amazing. And what's happening now is she's moved away. It's been many months now.
Yes, it has.
And although her and I keep in touch, we text, we'll FaceTime, we'll chat. She's looking to find a community there because you need that, especially in the kinky side of it.
Oh, yeah.
You want people that are physically with you for...
And because that's what we need in our community. We need that physical interaction. Like you said, you all text, you all FaceTime, you do all that, and that's great. You're staying in touch and, you're keeping up with each other's life events, but you're missing out on that physical interaction between each other. And if Craig and Holly was our only community, not only would they be, like looking for their community. I mean, I feel that we would be suffering if we didn't have anybody else to fall back onto or anybody else in our community that can say, hey, I'm still here. We're still here for you. Your community can be however big you want it. If you only want one or two people in your community, then you have one or two people. Obviously, you don't want hundreds and hundreds of people in your community because then you will feel overwhelmed by not being able to see or talk to everybody. So it's your circle of friends is your community. And luckily for us, I know I said it a while ago, but I mean, people talk about ride or dies. I feel that we have a couple ride or dies in our community.
Yes.
That I feel that at the drop of the hat, it's been proven time and time again with Dante and Zora. When you got sick and immediately, what do we need to do? How can I help? I feel they are ultimately our biggest ride or die partners in our community. But along that, I mean, we could lean back on Loki Christina. We could lean back on Steve and Krista. We could lean back on Christy, Ashley. I could just keep sitting here naming them time and time and time again. Bear, even down to Bear. Although we don't see him that often, we don't hang out with him that often. I feel that the connection that we have made with Bear, at any time I can message him and say, Bear, I need advice or I need help or I need this or that.
Mandy and Chris.
And it's everybody that we have all those people.
Gotten very lucky.
Oh yeah.
With the people. And you mentioned Steve and Krista.
Yes.
And luckily last night we got to spend time outside of the club with them. It was just dinner and then back at our house at the bar for drinks. And then they're so gracious. Like our event was with them, our plans, our night, our whole thing was set up with them. But then I had guests from out of town here and they came up. And then, of course, because we had them, let's invite my neighbor.
Absolutely.
And so
your neighbor?
Well, our neighbor, but let's invite our neighbor. And so it ended up being a very fun night. Yes. We did a lot of talking about things that most people that sit around at a dinner event and drinks don't talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we pulled out the badassery bag.
Yeah. You did show off your toys.
I showed off some of my new floggers.
I had to come get some of mine.
Thanks, Bear.
Yeah. But it was a good night going back.
One of the things that they talked about, because we were talking about community, they mentioned that prior, like back in the beginning, they were a part of the lifestyle and they kind of peripherally, I hate that word, but they knew us. They recognized us. They're like, I think we met you, but we were the type of people who sat back
in a corner and just watched.
Didn't interact. And we wondered why people weren't interacting with us, but we didn't present ourselves in that way. We were just kind of always in the background.
Right.
And then they started working there.
Right. That changes everything.
It changes everything.
Because now you have to interact with people and you constantly meeting new people and checking on them. That's part of the job at working at Club Tempted.
And one of the things that they did, she explained to me that because of becoming a part of this community, their communication changed.
Right.
Their way of interacting with themselves changed.
Okay.
And then broadly outside of themselves changed as well.
Right.
And so they were interested in BDSM 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
But at that time, they didn't feel like they could incorporate it in their world based on their understanding of BDSM. They couldn't do it 24/7. They couldn't give up the control. They couldn't. And so they had some expectations. But now that they're part of our community, she's explained that I realized that I don't have to participate 24/7.
Exactly.
I learned from the varying levels of interaction that the BDSM couples had that I realized that you don't need to do it 24/7. You could dabble in it. You could do. And she said it opened her eyes. And so now they've gotten better. They've developed a community within the lifestyle. And then as an additional, the BDSM community, and it's opened their ability to have that back in their life when they had kind of went, we have kids, we have life, we have stuff, let's not do this.
Right. Exactly. And that's what we've said, I don't know how many times, especially when it comes to a dominant submissive relationship. You can Google, you can get all these answers off the internet, off of videos, off of YouTube. Just because some people do it this way doesn't mean you have to do it that way. And that is one of the great things of having a community, finding your community, getting involved with your community, your group of people, and learning from them. Everybody does it differently. Just because you and me do it 24/7 or Dante and Zora does it 24/7, you can do it 2 hours a week if you want to.
You could do it only during sex if that's what you wanted.
I mean, you could make it a date night, a BDSM night for the next 4 hours. This is what we're going to do. So it is very important finding these people. We're sitting here talking about community and the circle of friends and all of this. I don't think we've defined community, what we think about it. And I know you wrote it down because I said it a while ago.
So you're going to say it again.
So to keep from stumbling over it, I'm going to read what you had written, what I had said. So to me, a community is people with similar interests and values who enjoy each other's company. And for us, either in a kink or vanilla environment.
Right. Because last night was a vanilla environment.
Last night was a vanilla environment with a lot of kink topics.
We kept just throwing it in, but we do that a lot.
Oh, that's because that's who we are.
But
that's
here,
what we do. It don't matter who we're hanging out. We're going to try to talk about kink somehow.
The thing is that Steve and Krista sat in the background and didn't have their community.
Right.
They had been going to the club for however long and didn't expand or build on their community at the time. It really took them working there to do that. So it brought them out of their shells and into a different, wider group, which got them back into BDSM.
Right. And finding what they enjoy out of it.
I cannot stress enough that without our community, without the people in our world, you just, that it is.
You learn from each other and I feel you become better at not only as a person, but as a couple. There has been many times we've seen things, in our community, in our group of friends or at the club that has either, intrigued us. Ooh, I might like that. Maybe we should try that. We've seen stuff that we both look at and say, yeah, no, that's not for us. But regardless of the fact, it opens up that communication line It gives us something to talk about. And if it is something that we are intrigued about or want to learn more about, it gives us another common ground of something that we're both interested in. And I feel that makes us better as a couple, and it also makes us better as individuals. If you're having a bad day,
what?
You've got.
I never have bad days.
Everybody has bad days.
Okay, you're right.
It's just 90% of the time, men have a little bit harder of a time reaching out and talking about.
Yes.
You all have a sub group chat. We have a Dom group chat. I'm 99% sure the sub group chat is used 100 million times more than the Dom group chat.
But it's also all women, pretty much.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So you've got that support system. If you need something and you're like, I don't want to bring it to Master Nick's attention, or I don't want to mention it to him, or how's the right way to bring it to him, or how should I bring this up? All it takes is one message through this group chat, and you're getting 6, 7, 8 different answers.
Yes, sir.
And that I wished men done that. Men have the same problems. How do we bring it up? What do we need to do? It runs through our head. We stress about it. We roll it over our minds. We are not as good at putting it out there for other people to judge, to respond to.
Yes.
But we have it, and it has been used a couple of times, but it's not as often.
You also add in the fact that because our community has become so tight-knit that we have events.
Right.
And those events allow you men to have a couple too many drinks, and then you start talking all the things you need to talk about. I mean, because sometimes for men, it's about releasing allowing your inhibitions to go away. Because with men, you're taught you've got to be a certain way. You've got to maintain my child does it now. I watch it all the time where I'm like, did you hurt yourself? And he's like, it's not broken. I'm okay.
Right.
What? Wait. Right. Did it hurt you? That's my question. So you learn very young. You're trained certain things make you a man or are manly or the right behaviors.
Right.
But
and whether that's right or wrong.
Right. But I saw you all drinking with your shirts off. I don't know why.
It was just a manly thing.
Doing the 4 horsemen and a dog.
Yeah. Well, we had a fifth one wanted to join us. We had to throw the dog.
Four horsemen and a dog, and I saw you guys getting in some in-depth conversations.
It was, and that's to me that's the best way I like to communicate, and it's probably one reason why I don't text or put stuff in the group chat, because in my eyes, a text can be misread, misinterpreted 100 different ways.
Us girls don't care.
Right. So I really prefer the personal interaction. And I know exactly the night you're talking about. It was the wax play night. There was me and a couple others that was standing over at the bar. Most everybody else was on the couch, passed out, taking a nap.
I slipped off and went bye-bye.
You went to bed.
I got to see the shirts off, couple of shots, but it was like 28,000 steps that day. Master Nick, it was a busy day.
But getting back to, your community, you can go through BDSM, you can go through kink, you can go through swing lifestyle. You can go through all of this by yourself if you choose. That is your decision to make. That is completely up to you. And you can do it, and you can live it, and you can be happy as all get out. Basically, what we're saying is it is so much more fun and so much more educational and so much more everything to have like-minded people that enjoy the same stuff you do and have the same characteristics that you enjoy to be around.
Yeah.
And you can make it 1,000,000 times better. Your parties get better. You're no longer there by yourself.
I mean, we've got watching our parties, like even just going out to dinners. Right. We were doing dress up dinners. We couldn't do too many of them. Life gets busy and got away, but they were large groups of us that were dressing up and going out to dinner. these are the things, and then the conversation will make your ears red, your face blush. I mean, we have a wonderful community.
We do. And we're always looking to accept new ones in.
Right.
So if you are part of the BDSM community and you are a member of Club Tempted or would like to be a member of Club Tempted, we like to educate. We like to expand our community. You may or may not be a good fit, but we still like meeting new people.
And whenever we're in the
friends.
dungeon, come in,
Absolutely.
come talk to us. We're not, I mean, we're all over the place. I am all over the place.
I'm usually one of two places, propped up with a drink or hitting somebody on the cross.
Yeah.
That's usually where I'm at.
But it's really important, especially we support each other, not just with BDSM things.
Oh, it's with life.
It's with life. And when there are bad things going on in your life or there are difficult times, having that support group, and our support group are all kinky people, but we support each other in everything.
Yep.
And I can't imagine not having a community. So, like Holly and Craig leaving, if we ended up losing part of our community because of a move or because we step away for a year because something crazy was going on, I don't know. But if we did, it would be very important to find our community again. Yeah. And that means making an effort. You have to make an effort.
Oh, yeah.
You have to reach out to people. You have to talk to them. You may decide after a conversation that they're not going to fit in with your in your world. Like they're perfect, great people, but they're just not yours. That's fine.
Maybe their values or something is a little off, a little different. And again, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Those are the people you meet that, when you see them out at the club or in public, like, hey, how's it going? You've been doing all right? Okay, man, we'll catch you later. You can still be respectful. You can still be friendly.
Right.
But it may not be somebody that you want in your group or in your community.
Right. But if you don't have one, it's really important to get them.
I agree.
It's just like friendships. Like there's friendships that are outside, that are vanilla friendships that aren't part of BDSM. And those are important to you too. Within the kink community, though, they can guide you and give you information and help you travel this journey, which is sometimes hard, sometimes really hard, and sometimes you just want somebody beside you doing it. So
here, and this just popped into my head. So let's try to put a community can be a number of things. Sometimes your community are guidance counselors, where they're guiding you and helping you out through whether it be kink or through a life problem. Sometimes your community are therapists. Everybody has bad days. Everybody has trauma. Everybody has some kind of trigger. They can be your therapist. Yes. Sometimes they are teachers. Sometimes they are people you say, hey, I don't know how to do this. Will you show me? And they can teach you. All of that rolls up into your community. And that's one big reason why we're stressing how important it is. Find your people. Build your little community. Enjoy life. You only get it one time. Fucking enjoy it.
Absolutely.
All right. So next weekend, you got to come out to Club Tempted.
Yes.
Swinger Society Takeover.
You get to see the demos.
We're doing the demos Saturday night. Going to be a banger.
Friday night too, because everybody loves the electric wand.
Everybody.
You love it. You keep buying new attachments and
Saturday night, kinkiest show on earth.
Come join us. And happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Enjoy your day, people. See you next week.
Please follow, like, and share our podcast.
Make sure to visit thedomlife.com, where you can find pictures and other details about the Dom Life podcast. And through the Contact Us button, you can ask questions or provide recommendations for future episodes.
We want to explore your kink too.
Be sure to check out upcoming events to see where our adventures are taking us and our photo gallery to where we've been.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you had fun listening and learning with us.
Till next time, keep calm and remember your safe word.
Red, red, red.